trailblazer at a time when a few women were scientists and one woman researched and discovered changed the world. At the leading university, she pushed her math and became the first female Nobel Prize recipient and the only person ever awarded Nobel Prize in two different scientific fields. This groundbreaking scientist was Marie Curie. Early years. Marie Curie was born in Maria Sklavovia on November 7, 1867 in Warsaw, Poland. She was called Manja as a child. Manja, their mother, was the youngest of 5 children, but their mother had been mistress of school but resigned when Manja was born. When their father taught math and physics at a boys' high school. When Manja was born, Poland was not an independent country. It had been divided up into Russia, Prussia, and Austria. The area where Manja's family attended indicated the Polish national identity. Manja grew up in a climate of fear, showing loyalty to Poland, or even simply speaking Polish, could put her life into jeopardy. Manja's father lost his job as a teacher in 1873 because of the support for Polish independence. The family economic situation declined. They were eventually forced to take in borders. In 1876, Manja's older sister, Lucia, died of her first deadly bacterial infection. Manja's mother died 2 years later when Manja was 10. Manja's father provided an electrically and emotionally nurturing environment for his children. He read classic literature to them and taught them about physics using equipment and his formal teaching position. Manja was a bright, learned physics and math with ease. She was awarded top honor when she graduated from high school at age 15. Patience and preparation. Manja and her sister Sonja wanted to continue their education, but women could not attend the University of Warsaw. They would need money to leave Poland, but did not have good enough floating university fees, illegal education, and their classes could not match the finest European university. They kept Manja current on scientific breakthroughs. Both sisters wanted to attend the Sorbonne Paris, but they had no money for tuition. They struggled well. Manja earned money for Bonja's education, and Bonja was the third failure after earning her degree. Manja worked as a tutor and governess for 5 years. Manja studied literature, philology, physics, and chemistry, and math in her free time. Throughout this work, physics was the right path for her. After her younger sister applied further schooling, it was Manja's turn to attend Paris at last. Manja moved to Paris in 1891 at age 24 and enrolled at the Sorbonne. She took the name Marie, the French version of Maria. At that time, after devoting herself to her study for 2 years, she graduated first her class with a master's degree in physics. The following year, he earned a second bachelor in math. Before completing her math degree, Mary received a commissioned to study the magnetic properties of different types of steel. She needed a laboratory because the research involved large equipment. In the spring of 1894, a colleague introduced her to Pierre Curie, a physics professor who had the groundbreaking system resource mechanism as the laboratory chief. Paris Borough School of Industrial Physics and Chemistry. Pierre arranged Paris to use some of the land base. Although Mary and Pierre's original connection was secret, two scientists who respected each other much. Their relationship devoted to love. They married in July 1895. While Mary was busy her research, she also earned a teaching certificate so she could teach science to young women. After completing her research, she decided to pursue a doctorate at the Sorbonne. Mary and Pierre had a daughter, Irene, in 1897. Most mothers at the time were reluctant to stay home and care for their children, but Mary continued to be dedicated to her scientific pursuit. Pierre's father moved in and care left for Irene and Mary and Pierre could continue their work. Two types of bread. Mary identified topics for her doctoral research. Two important discoveries had been made with the world of physics. In late 1895, Will Rockton, a German scientist, discovered X-ray. When the following year, French physicist Henry Becquerel discovered the chemical element uranium also emitted rays, which were recorded as X-ray. Scientists were fascinated with X-ray and began studying them in depth. Murray decided to study uranium rays. Mary was interested in studying the effect of uranium rays on the ear. Using a device known as the actiometer, measured barely perceptible electric current in the ear that mid-biased with uranium rays. Mary verified Monroe's observation that radiance in any form emitted the electricity and uranium emitted the intense ray. In addition, she hypnotized and later proved that the rays were an integral property of physics or chemical state. Mary then became curious about whether uranium was a weak element that made air conduct electricity better, so she tested every known element. She discovered theater also emit into rays that quite the world, while radioactivity to refer the emission of rays from atom, nucleus, or center. Mary continued to test various materials to see which one emitted rays. When she tested a mineral called pitchroot, which contained uranium, she gave it off more rays than uranium could account for. She concluded that pitchblende must contain a second radioactive element, one that was unknown. Up to this point, Pierre Curie had been involved in his early research on crystals. In 1898, as many work progressed, he set aside his research to assist her in studying radioactivity. In 1898, as many studied in radioactivity, the research for new elements was compelling for both of them. After extended research, they discovered two new elements, polonium and radium. Industry fascinated by Curie's discovery, radium can both light and heat, as it foretell the possibility of new invention, as well as scientific breakthroughs. In addition, Pierre demonstrated that radioactivity could harm breathing flesh. In other units, industrial company offered the lab space as well as raw materials as that. Radioactive material was studied and used for medical or other purposes. Scientists conducted experiments on atoms and confirmed Mary's suspicion that atom contains powerful energy. Achievements and recognition. Mary earned her Doctor of Science in June 1903. She was the first woman in France to be awarded a doctorate, the first woman of Europe to be awarded a doctorate in science. Despite Mary's leading role in groundbreaking physics research she and Pierre conducted, she was almost bypassed for the Nobel Prize because the most prestigious awards. Because she was a woman, Pierre and Henry were originally nominated for 1903 Nobel in Physics. Anna reflected on the nominating committee, who was a champion of female scientists. The different Pierre of the situation. Pierre responded that it would be a grave injustice to Mary to be excluded from the award. Mary's name was then added to the list of the nominees, and then Pierre won jointly along with Becquerel. In December 1903, it was on recognition with the first Nobel Prize awarded to a woman. The Curie instantly became internationally famous. Pierre received a promotion to professor at the Sorbonne. Mary received a salary and became chief of the laboratory. She was energized by the attention and the new responsibility. In addition to her research on teaching position, she enjoyed explaining her discovery to the public. Curie has a second daughter, Eve, in 1904. Around the same time, the Sorbonne gave Curie a new laboratory to work in. Later life. After World War I ended, Mary worked tirelessly and successfully to turn Sorbonne Radio Institute a worker center for research radioactivity. Mary's daughter Irene and her husband were awarded the Nobel in Chemistry in 1935. Sadly, Mary didn't live long enough to celebrate that achievement, which is now known as radioactivity substance or extremely dangerous, but that was not known during Mary's life. She died at age 66 on July 4, 1934, from a type of anemia that is often caused by prolonged radiation exposure. Mary caused Mary disappeared in 1995, where France was million citizens of Mary. Mary was the first and only woman to be buried there for all achievements. Gift to the world. Mary was to revolutionize the scientific understanding of the nature of atom and open up new frontiers in medicine. It also led to the discovery of radiocarbon dating, a way to determine the age of ancient organic material. Mary showed that careful, purposive scientific investigation can yield extraordinary breakthrough as remarkable as Marie Curie. Scientific contribution with legacy went beyond them in the fact of present. Clearly decided subject matter purpose gave her an unwavering judgment and gave the world an inspiring model in her work. Life is not easy for any of us, but one of one. We must have presence and above all confidence in ourselves. We must believe that we are gifted for something and this will be attained.